Hey College Success, welcome to your very last video and week of the semester. So we are in week 16, which opens May 10th through May 14th. Again, May 14th is a Friday, and I know I've mentioned this, I think on a previous video. It's on your syllabus, it'll be in your announcements. Our class does end on a Friday, that way I can spend the weekend getting all of the grades for all my classes together and ready to go. So let's get to it. Chapter 7 continued, which means we are finishing up Chapter 7. So the previous lecture has already gone over, the lecture for the chapter itself. But as a very quick reminder, Chapter 7 slides are pulling up now, so I'll go through those very quickly just to remind you. And of course, like I usually do, the previous week is still open so that if you wanted to view the full lecture, you could visit the previous week's lecture. All right, so this was all about staying on track and staying motivated. So we talked about reflecting and the importance of looking at your goals and monitoring them as you go. I'm recording this on a Monday afternoon, so I'm still apparently not quite awake. So monitoring them, checking your learning strategies, reflecting and adjusting as needed, using different kinds of feedback, both cognitive, like while you're working through the process, as well as outcome. How did you do? What could you change moving forward? The importance of being accurate with your self-assessments and knowing that, learning leads to making mistakes, and that's how we grow, and how we attribute those mistakes and those success and failures can make a difference on how we succeed or fail in the future. And so we want to view them as internal and changeable. Something that is within us causes the success or failure, and we have the power to change and moving forward. We also talked about the different ways to stay motivated, the different theories behind motivation, that we are motivated by rewards or we avoid consequence. Our thoughts, like we can challenge our unproductive thinking because the way we think can motivate us or deter us. We also talked about the humanistic, meaning this hierarchy of needs. What kind of needs need met before we can actually actualize our full potential. And then socially, other people motivate us as well. Finally, the chapter started to talk about, managing stress and how there are different techniques to manage stress, some of which you've probably heard your entire life. Others are maybe just subtle reminders, being mindful, making sure that you are taking care of yourself physically and mentally, and then avoiding unhealthy behaviors, which leads to, we might be stressed, but we also, whenever we come across tough situations, we have the ability to demonstrate resilience, grit, and perseverance. We also want to be kind of looking at learning in a growth mindset versus fixed. Growth meaning, with time and energy, I can make progress, versus fixed mindset meaning I can never improve. And then it started to wrap up with support, making sure that that there are resources on campus, and having a strong support system is important, partly to help, celebrate success with them, and to make sure that you are not bragging, but you are acknowledging when you do something well. Okay, so that was Chapter 7. Again, the previous week went through it a little bit more in depth. So this week, you can see you only have 2 assignments due: your Chapter 7 quiz and your final project, your final PowerPoint. So as always, when you go into the assignment area, there's your Chapter 7 quiz. It is the quiz and the Dropbox, so they are both located right there. And so this is the last quiz of the semester. I know, very bittersweet, right? So just as a reminder, a lot of these are actually pretty straightforward. The first couple, this one has 2 parts. What is attribution theory and what is the most productive way to interpret success and failure? You're comparing and contrasting in number 4. Number 6 does kind of set up a little scenario again, like some of you've seen in the past. Number 9 asks for an examples. And number 10, this is referencing those 4 theories that we talked about with motivation, like behavioral, cognitive, humanistic, social. Which theory is connected to your reason, or maybe there's multiple reasons. So number 10 is where you get to tie it in. Why did you go to college, and what theory of motivation is connected to that? So you want to make sure that you, in your Dropbox, it'll say, this is due Friday, so make sure you submit it by Friday the 14th. Submitting that will help part of your week 16 attendance. The other thing that's due this week is your final project. And you can see there wasn't a Dropbox in there because in your lessons folder, you've had your final project folder there this entire time with the directions, and then by the time you view this video, that Dropbox will be open. So you're going to make sure that you go in there and you upload your PowerPoint into this Dropbox area. Again, due Friday, May 14th. A couple of you have, sent individual questions. You sent me a couple of slides to look at. So as long as you do that before Friday, like if you send me something and say, hey, can you look at this? And it's Friday morning, I can't promise you that I'm going to get to it before it's due Friday night. So if you want me to look at something to give you some feedback, you need to send it to me before Friday, Thursday at the absolute latest. So again, that is due Friday, May 14th as well. So completing both your Chapter 7 quiz and your final project will count for week 16 attendance, and then those are both due Friday, May 14th for week 6 attendance and just points in general. And that will close up the class. If you have not done so already, please make sure that you take the course evaluation. It'll be over here in the My Survey dashboard. You'll click on it and make sure you see, college success and remark so that you can take that. So I just want to thank everyone for a great semester. I know some of you, this was not your original intent to take this class online, but because of COVID, a lot of it was moved online. So I want to thank everyone for their participation and their involvement throughout the class. I know sometimes online classes, it's tricky to interact or get to know other instructors or students. I want to say again, I've enjoyed interacting with each of you, and I really do hope you have a great rest of the spring semester as you finish up all your classes. Enjoy your summer. Good luck in the fall. If you ever need anything throughout your time here at the college, please feel free to reach out. Send me an email whenever we're completely back on campus. Feel free to stop in and say hi, whatever you need. All right, everyone, signing off for the last time. Bye.